It's Week 15 of the 2022 season, and we'll see the Steelers' leader at quarterback as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Steelers and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. Their run game has proven superior so far this season, but that could change this week because now they face the best defensive front in the NFL. It won't be easy for them, Charles, to let that ground game do the heavy lifting like they usually do.
I think you're right about that, and I'll guarantee they have a backup plan in place. But I also don't think they want to shy away from what they do best, which is running the football. Maybe their style changes a little bit. Maybe the blocking scheme's different. But run game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Steelers at 11-2 now, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time. The sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll leave the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw here. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, he was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. They'll run with Harris, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
But we tend to give those running backs our slashers a lot of credit because that's when you run in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be on the line trouble.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That swung out wide to Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, a 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives. And a play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. They may be going backward here. looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. You're just going to pick up a holding call.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 13. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best. Is that right? The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we've got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. 2nd and 4. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2... They burn one here in this third quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the
touchdown. Deontay Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Harris.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go with Watt again, the fullback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Hands to the up man. This is Watt. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting.
And now out come the Steelers. They run with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
2nd and 6.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Another carry in the game for the fullback run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On the give, this is Harris. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Gives to the first man. Wow. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of pounding people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. keep it on the ground. Harris again. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year.
And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.